Capricorn, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. Capricorns, today I want to do a general energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective, shall we? Cap, let's see what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming down the chute. Let's see how it's going to play out for you. Let's talk about you. Let's see what's up. Spirit guides, talk to us. What is the energy around the Capricorn collective? Let's get a card. Let's cut the deck. And we got a little something here. We got something. What's going on? What are we tapping into? What's up with Cappy? What do they... All right, we have by the book. We have Master Creator here, number 11. This is doing things by the book, doing things in order, building solid foundations, taking the time to get something done right. Okay, let's see what that means. Where's the emphasis here for Cappy? Saturn, yes, yes, and yes again. This is the parts of you that accept challenge in order to gain wisdom. So there's definitely, Saturn, it can be a beautiful energy, it can be a destructive planet, right? Depends how you accept those challenges, those barriers thrown at you. If you show discipline, if you show patience and perseverance, you will be rewarded. However, if you try to take shortcuts, or if you don't meet those challenges or tackle them, it can create a little chaos because there's still things that need to be learned. Let's talk about it. Let's see what this energy is, Cappy. What's this energy? We have Judgment. Okay. And Capricorn, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below, but it can also be found on my website, thetarotroom.net. We got justice, baby. We start this with judgment and justice. It's like you've been judged. But it looks like in a good way here. We'll find out, because justice is upright. So that's a positive outcome. If you're in court system, if you're going through something legal, that typically represents you're going to come out on top. We got the Four of Wands. Pop the champagne, pop the booty, get ready to celebrate. Okay, what's coming after that? Four of Wands. Hermit. There's a very strong reflective energy here. We have two cards where there's the mirror. And that's a little bit of a reflective energy. So let's see why. What is this card? Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Ten of Swords. Well, damn, what's the Ten of Swords here? Okay. And the Six of Swords. There's the Four of Pentacles. Moving Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in this deck are all about balance and stability. But again, like when we look at the Four of Pentacles, right, these balls are in an order, but you have to go one by one to get these to balance themselves out here. There's a Knight of Cups. Feelings, emotions, opportunity. Let's find out. We start with Judgment. Could be a decision, could be a choice, could be inner reflection. What's the judgment here for Capricorn? How are we starting this reading? What's going on? What is this? What is this? The Six of Pentacles is in reverse. There's a Six of Cups. The Two of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles with the World. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is like a hoarding. It's like a selfish energy. It's not sharing. With the Judgment, I feel like you've been keeping something to yourself here, Capricorn. I feel like you've made the choice to keep something to yourself. You haven't told someone something. The Six of Cups is here. It might be a theme. Maybe you just don't open up a lot. Maybe you don't share a lot. But we start this reading with you choosing to keep something to yourself. Maybe it's your money. Maybe you're not sharing your wealth. You know, the richest people really don't typically walk around flashing their fancies. They look poor. But it could be feelings and emotions. There's Temperance. Something that you're learning. You've learned to keep things to yourself. Okay, we're going to see why that is. You made the decision to keep something to yourself here. You're not telling people, you're not telling others. Maybe you just don't trust people, but you've made the decision to keep. What is Capricorn keeping to themselves? What is this? Maybe you're just keeping to yourself as a person. You're just not surrounding yourself with a lot of people. What is? They're telling me to move on and it'll make more sense as we go. All right. Then what's Justice? It tells me it was the right decision, whatever this was. What's the Page of Wands? Now you're not keeping this to yourself. Okay. The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. And there's the Ten of Cups. You've been working hard on something behind the scenes. You haven't told people what you're working on. It's like you started a business, but you didn't tell people you started a business. It's like you were planning on moving cross country. You didn't tell anyone you were doing it. You've been planning something and doing something like behind the scenes, but you've been doing it. So it's not like the universe, you know, figuring something out for you. You've been doing something behind the scenes and you're really excited about it. But you have not told a lot of people about your plans, about your intentions, about what it is that you want. You've been doing it by the book, slowly but surely. If you're going to move across the country to a different country, you've been saving your money. You've been, applying for your work visas. If you started your business, you've been doing it on the side, doing a side hustle. So there's an element here of whatever this is. You have not told anybody, but you've been working on this, Capricorn. You've been keeping it to yourself. With the Justice and the Four of Wands, it very well could be revolving your house. You could be moving, about to sell your house, about to buy a house. Some of you maybe you're buying a trailer. And I mean like a Winnebago, like a travel trailer. Either way. That's what we got. So what's the Four of Wands? Maybe you've been saving your money and now you're buying your dream house. The Two of Wands, yeah, there's planning. You're planning something. You have been planning something and you ain't been telling nobody that you're planning this. There's the Lovers. You've made the decision to keep this to yourself. So whatever the hell you've been planning, whatever you've been working on, it's not even clear to me, but it is revolving around your house. So it's revolving around where you live, your living situation. You've been doing this for a little bit and you've been keeping it to yourself. Okay. So what's the Hermit? Like again, there's you keeping this to yourself. Nobody needs to know what you're trying to do here, Capricorn. It's like maybe you won the lottery, but you ain't telling nobody. Don't tell anyone if you won the lottery. Because people usually aren't happy for you. They just want what you got. The Eight of Wands is in reverse. And there's the Eight of Pentacles. And it's just re-emphasizing this. This is a little, yeah. Maybe people are asking, where's Capricorn? Why'd Capricorn disappear off the scene here? Haven't been to any family barbecues, haven't come out to the club or the bars. They've been doing their thing. So I really feel you've been in hermit mode, isolation mode here. You've been just got your hustle. You're very ambitious. You've been just planning. There's just this, okay, let's move on. What I see is you've been slowly working on something. You haven't been telling anybody. You've been keeping this a secret, keeping this to yourself, and you're consciously making the decision to do that. That's about to change, and whatever it is that you've been working on is coming to fruition, and you're, I kind of feel like you might be hurting someone here, right? Maybe you've been planning on leaving a relationship. If you're going to break up with that person, they're going to feel betrayed. If you've been changing your jobs, right? You're about to quit your job. If you're moving, maybe you're about to leave your family, your friends behind. So there's this element where whoever it is that you have not told, they're about to get the shock of a lifetime because they're not expecting this from you. They didn't feel this coming. Their intuition and their spidey sense wasn't sensing anything, right? She's blindfolded. She had no idea. They have no idea what you're about to come and say to them. And I do feel like it's like you're about to quit your job, or you're about to say to your folks, yeah, I bought a house in Japan, or you're about to break up with your partner and move across. There's that element here where what you've been planning, now you're taking action. The planning's done. You're ready. You got the money saved. You got the hustle going, right? You got a new job. Let's see how this conversation goes, because I think you're about to let someone down. I don't feel they see it coming like at all. They're going to be surprised. Three of Swords. They're going to be really heartbroken here, Capricorn. Yeah, what's that? When you tell them what you're planning, they're definitely going to be hurt. But there's the Ten of Cups and the karma. You got to do this. You got to go after what makes you happy, and they're going to feel a little bit betrayed here. So apply it how it applies it. You know what you have been planning and haven't been telling somebody, and you're about to tell that person. So they're going to feel pretty hurt. They're going to feel pretty betrayed. It's going to be a very difficult conversation. Yeah, see, there's them like, why didn't you tell me? Like, this is so out of the blue. I wasn't expecting this. This was not what I ever expected from you. That's what they're going to be saying to you. But there's the Ace of Swords. You're going to be honest with them. There's the Four of Wands, though, and there's the Nine of Cups. So, you know, sometimes in life you can't please everybody, and I do feel this is that element for some of you. Like I said, I don't have to replay the situations. You know how it applies. But the person or the situation you're leaving behind, Capricorn, they are going to feel a little bit betrayed, a little bit hurt. But I did see the Four of Cups there. The Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, etc. So I do feel it's someone who's going to understand ultimately, but they're going to miss you, right? Like if it's your best friend at work, it's like, damn, Capricorn, you know, you made work better. You know, if it's your family and friends, you're moving across the country, different country, they're going to miss you. If it's your partner, they probably don't want you to break up with them. But however it applies, just know they're going to be sad. But I don't see like a big argument, a big blowout. I just see someone who's sad to see you go, who's sad to see but understands, right? It's that I understand but I'm disappointed type of energy here. but I see you making moves. I see you making big moves, big waves, big splashes. You're the big kahuna. Do you remember that from Back to the Beach? That was like my favorite movie when I was a kid. I love the big kahuna. Okay, yeah, you've been thinking about this for a long time, and it's time. There's the Queen of Swords. You have been planning this. So Capricorn, it's time to act. The time is now. And yes, you're going to disappoint someone that I think is important to you, but yes, I feel a very understanding energy coming from them. So I see a big change in your life. I see you making the change. You've been planning it. You've been trying to get it to fruition, and it's here. It's happening now. And you're about to make some big moves. All right. All right. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And then we shall jump back into the tarot. We'll do a potential outcome. We'll see how things are for you towards the end of July. I like to go 30 days out. So what does Capricorn need to surrender to when it comes to this? Silence. I think you might be pretty good at that, Capricorn. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal, and it will replenish you. I want the spirit animal message. Spirit animal message for Capricorn. Peacock, yeah, the self-love, baby. You be strutting. So you will find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of you. That which makes you indefinably unique and beautiful. So there are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. They want me to grab my set deck. Hold on, I think I put her over here. I really don't like reading on camera. It makes me uncomfortable. I say it all the time, but when they want me to pull it out, baby, I gotta pull it out. So let's see which god or goddess wants to talk to you today. We're going to get your channeled message, your future, your abundance, and whatever else they want me to read. So, what do you want to say to Capricorn, and who wants to come today? La nuit, the night, okay? Stars and timing. All right, one moment, Cappy. Card number 26. Let's get it. So, channeled message from Nui. I am the goddess of the day sky and the starry night. I'm the mother of Aset and all of Egypt. I tell you, the answers you seek are to be found in numerology, astrology, and the correct timing of events. Be patient with your fate for now and ask for divine intervention from myself and Tahuti and allow you what you sincerely seek. Abundance. Watch for unexpected bills and take care with investments. Money that is owed to you could be delayed. Future new and positive adventures are going to flourish, but there were some initial delays. In the family is dissent among family members requires a creative solution. I don't know how your family feels about this change, but I do think that they'll support you, Capricorn. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, like I said, let's see where you are at the end of July. Let's go to the end of July. We'll go 30 days out. How's Capricorn doing? Feeling? We have the Four of Cups is in reverse, okay? The Empress energy in the... Wow. Empress and the High Priestess. Woo, shit. That is a very powerful energy here, Cap. Okay? You're in a good place. You know yourself, baby. Okay, we'll see what the Four of Cups is. There's the King of Wands, and there's the Death. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio energy, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Virgo. There's the Moon, Cancer, Pisces again. There's the Five of Wands. There's the Knight. Ooh, okay. There's the Knight of Cups. You got to do this. There's a very strong conflicted energy. Like I said, I don't feel like drama. I just feel conflict, like you're conflicted on the inside. But the Four of Cups is in reverse, and that is a complaining. So it's a complaining energy. Let's see if it's you or if someone's complaining to you. I really just feel you caught this person off guard. I think you did a really good job keeping this to yourself. I don't really think they expected this in any way, shape, or form. Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and there's the Four. You really did keep this to yourself. The thing is, like, there's the Lovers. You made the choice to do that. There's the Strength. I do feel it's the person on the other end. Like I said, I just feel they're caught off guard, and I do feel a little bit of a complaining, maybe nagging, maybe uncertainty, like, why are you doing this? Why didn't you tell me? Why'd you keep this a secret? You know, it's that type of energy here. But you know yourself best, and you know the best way to handle things. With the Empress and the High Priestess, very strong feminine energy, but instantly you're a master of the material, spiritual. You're balanced, Capricorn, and this is something that you need to do. And I think that you've gone about it in a very methodical, practical, logical way. And you know what you got to do. I do feel you're taking control. I do feel you're taking initiative. I feel the King of Wands is you. I feel there's a very confident energy. There's the resistance though. So the death and rebirth is in reverse. We got the moon here. I think it's a resistance of this person to accept it, or the, you know, people. What's the death and rebirth in reverse? Let me understand that. Yeah. 10 of Cups, the Lovers. You can't resist this change. Like, and there's the Page of Swords. You know what you want. There's you. So, and there's a, yeah. So I do feel it's whatever you're leaving behind. They're not really going to let you go without expressing the fact that they don't want you to go. But again, I don't feel like a big blowout or a big conflict, so I don't get that energy. They're just disappointed to see you go, Capricorn, but your decision has been made. You're not going to change it. Like for some of you, I feel like it's like a mother, father. They're sad that you're moving across the country, or, you know, your best friend at work is sad you're leaving your job type of energy here. And the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords, their feelings are hurt. That's what it is. Okay. I was trying to get to the bottom of their feelings. Their feelings are hurt because it's like you didn't trust them with this. That's what you felt was best. So they're just taking it a little bit offensive. They're just taking a little bit personal, that, you know, you caught them off guard with this decision. It is strong here, but again, I don't see a big fight. I just see someone who's just a little bit sad. Yeah. It's like they're saying to you that they would have understood. Hindsight's 20/20. Maybe they wouldn't have, maybe they would have, but it's like they would have understood what you needed to do and they would have supported you. So they're just a little bit hurt that you kept it to yourself, Cap. That's all. And it is presenting a little bit here where they're just, you know, it is what it is. But you kept it to yourself. You did what you needed to do. You waited to the right time, and that was your choice. There's nothing wrong with that. You're confident. You're moving forward. So I see progress. I see movement. I see change. And I just see this person a little bit sad that you decided to not include them in this plan or this transition or this change, right? But you gotta, like I said, you did what you did. I think you trusted your intuition. I feel you made the right choice. You feel you made the right choice. You're confident in the choice you made, and I see forward movement. Just be aware. It came up strong here in a month that they're just sad that you didn't share it with them ahead of time, and that's okay. They found out with everybody else, and you did what you needed to do. So what's the, yeah, and there, yeah, but there's, yeah, it's just the same thing. It was just, yeah, there's the star. So again, just someone who's a little bit, they just took it personal. They wish you told them, right? Your best friend at work wishes you told them you were looking for a new job, right? Your mom wishes you told them you were moving across country. Whatever it is, however it applies, they just wish that you told them and didn't keep it to yourself. But I see you making this move. I see you moving forward. I don't see a huge blowout. I keep saying that because I feel like, why do I keep saying that? Or maybe you were thinking that they would be a blowout. Why do I keep saying that? What does that mean? What is the message behind that? The Emperor. Because your mind's made up and they know that they can't change your mind. There's the Emperor and the Empress. Capricorn, you're presenting beautifully in this reading. Like, look at the cards around you. Like, whatever this is going to be amazing for you. And I feel like you really did the foundational work here. There's your feminine, your Empress. There's the Emperor, your masculine. There's your spiritual. There's your magic, your magician. So you have made the right choice. You're moving in the right direction. You're making all the right moves. It's just someone's slightly disappointed because they're going to miss you. And that's okay. Yeah, you've made your choice and you're moving forward. You're very balanced, very prepared. And with that Emperor energy, the Magician energy, the High Priestess energy, the Empress energy, let me just say this. You have done this by the book. You have done things in order. You've laid solid foundations on this plan and this aspiration, this goal of yours. And I do believe you're going to be rewarded with a lot of success. Okay, Cappy. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the best of luck. I think this is going to play out beautifully for you. I think it's awesome that you have really spent that time doing that inner work and doing the preparation. I think it's a beautiful thing. Let's close your reading off today with your final message. Which is the final message for Capricorn? What's the final message for Capricorn? Nope, didn't want to come out. Final message for Cappy. I only take flyers in this deck. Okay. Final message, third time's a charm. Third time is a charm? Yes, it is. Okay, what do we got, Cap? What some call rebellion, others call survival. As you awaken to yourself, look around and recognize the beauty in ordinary things. Capricorn, I wish you the best of luck. Until next time.